Is that right? Are we actually live right now? Whew. I'm wondering if we actually are. Because I tell you what, man, last night, and I know it's early, but last night I had the strangest dream. I was on a little rowboat to find you, and you said you had to get your laundry cleaned. Whew! What does that mean? Ain't nobody gonna break my stride, I tell you what. Ain't nobody gonna slow me down. You know what stackers do and collectors do when they first wake up? That's right. We just go through our collection and we look at things and we think, hey, what needs to stay in the deep stack? Sometimes a deep stack can change, right? Sometimes you got to look through it and go, you know what? That's no longer applicable to my deep stack. Say applicable 3 times fast. Good luck. Applicable. Nope. You get 2. You get 2 out of me in the morning before coffee. Applicable. Nope. It's about 2.5. That was kind of slow. Oh, man. I just really wanted to just connect with the fans of the show. The ones that make this thing possible. I wanted to connect for just a minute. I mean, like, just a little bit. Early in the morning. Crazy early. Just for funsies. Maybe you're just waking up like me. Maybe you've only had 2 sips of coffee. Maybe you're on a drive. Maybe you got this bell notification and you're like, what the heck is that? And you rolled over and you pressed accept on your little iPhone or Android, or maybe you got a flip phone still. Who knows? Who's coming in here? Magical. What's up, Magical? Greg's, good morning. New sense and some old sense too. Hello. What is this one? 2021. I try to keep at least one of all the Eagles, so I probably need to take those out and probably get those in airtights because I don't really care to keep those in the plastic, to be honest with you. HVAC, what's up, man? Good morning. Alan, hi. Nick, morning. Let's see. Just hit the road, says HVAC. Well, you know, you got to hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back. No more, no more. I forgot about this piece. And this is what's good about going through your stuff once in a while. Because I tell you what, you forget that you have certain things. Can I can't zoom? Oh, there we go. I was going to say. I thought I had the technology. I do enjoy that piece. I love how it's just the artwork. It's not stickerized. It doesn't have any garbage ink on it or anything like that. It's just the artwork. And it's much more full than some of the gaming artwork has been lately too. Even though it does have some areas that could have some things. But it's Pac-Man. Pac-Man wasn't really a full, game. It had like a lot of empty space. Those little pills. What are they? What are those little pills supposed to be? What are they supposed to represent? Was Pac-Man a junkie? Is that what he was? Who knows? I got more people jumping in the chat. Really appreciate you guys just hanging out just for a minute. I'm not going to go live very long, just for a little bit. Shui says, hi, Speg. Hope you're good. Best wishes from Liverpool, UK. Liverpool. Well, listen, Liverpool, UK. Happy to have you here. I'm hanging out with you from United States, Florida. Whoa. Coffee. I went with a nice iced coffee today, early this morning. I got it ready last night. I put it in one of those French press gimmicks. You know what I mean? Poured some really, and this is what I did. Let me back up for a second before I start going too crazy on the silver. I had this bag of silver, right? Bag of silver. I told you I haven't had my coffee yet. Let's redo. Had this bag of coffee. I wish I had a bag of silver like that, just that I could just do stuff with. Anyways, I had a bag of coffee, and I wasn't really using this coffee. I was like, the taste isn't there. I had that kind of moment. You've ever had that with coffee? You're just like, just wasn't feeling it. So anyways, I had this kind of coffee, which was just going to go to waste. It was just sitting over there. But, it's supposed to be strong coffee. But I just wasn't getting that strength out of it, man. It was just, So, got this bag of coffee just sitting there, probably going to have to throw it away eventually, right? But I'm like, you know what? Let's get that French press out. Let's pour this stuff in, abundance in the bottom of this French press, and let's see what happens. Let's just see how it goes. Put the water in there, let it sit overnight, and I tell you what, I got it right over there right now, sipping on it a little bit, and it tastes better now. I can feel the energy flowing through me, getting into my system. And that's good. That's what you want from your coffee. Let's see. Stephen, good morning. Husan, good morning from Golden Pharaoh. Hold on. Where's the Golden Pharaoh at? Where's this? Where is this? Tell me you're from Egypt. That'd be cool. I'm drinking my coffee now. Let's see. You know who makes your coffee in Egypt? Your mummy. You can tell what it is. Vermont here. What's up, Vermont? Arizona in the house. In the house. Some cool things going on in Arizona lately, right? In the news. Pretty newsworthy things in Arizona. Oh, I feel like my sinuses are kind of jacked up still. That's the kind of morning I'm having so far. Look at this nice Johnson Matthey bar. Hold on a minute. I might have to keep the zoom on. It might be a zoom kind of stream, ladies and gentlemen. Nice Johnson Matthey bar. I love these little 1 ounces, huh? These have been demanding a little premium lately. No big deal, you know what I mean? Making us feel good about our purchases. I like premiums when it's in my favor. I don't like premiums when I gotta pay for them out of my pocket. Let's see. Magical he's a third shifter. Oh, man. Third shifter. Well, listen. God bless the third shifters out there, man. A lot of people don't give them the respect they deserve. And, the suffering of the third shifter, as somebody who knows a little bit about it, man, I tell you what, lawn work will drive you crazy. People in your house early in the morning just, doing their thing will drive you crazy. Birds chirping will drive you crazy. People letting their dogs out too long, barking, will drive you crazy. The poor third shifter, man. No respect. And then when you want to do things, late at night, because you want to try to keep that schedule, everything's closed. And now because of COVID, everything's closed. Because when there's a pandemic, when there's a virus out there, we need a curfew, right? We have to go to bed at a certain time. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's see. Travis C., happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Look at this nice Engelhard bar. Hold on a minute. Got a Johnson Matthey next to an Engelhard. Woo, woo. Huh? I likey. I likey. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of these little 1 ounce bars. Why are 1 ounce bars so cool to me? I don't know. Let's see. You do that noise so amazing with the eh. How you feeling about that today? Eh. You're going to do that all day now today. The wife's going to come up to you and be like, hey, so how was my cooking? And you're like, eh. Your boss is going to be like, hey, did you get all that work done I wanted you to get done? And you're going to be like, eh. Ain't nobody got time for that work. HVAC, let's see. At 20 times face, that equals $28 per ounce. How about you know what? Real quick, let me actually look at the precious metals prices. Gold was coming down a little bit last night when I was going to bed. Yeah, it's coming back down. But hey, you know what? We broke that 1900. I feel good about that. I like that, It's been a back and forth kind of thing, though, with gold and the stock market, goes up, gold's coming down, and then vice versa. It's been that way for almost a week now, just back and forth, deciding who's gonna go up, who's gonna go down. A little roller coaster. Dave says, good morning, Dave. And Jennifer's here. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Let's see. Oh, we got Wyoming reporting for duty. Well, Silver Driller, hey, Wyoming, happy to have you in here. Happy to have you. Yeah, Hussein's from Egypt. So you're in the United States now? Okay. You just started selling gold and silver coins online. You and everybody else, man. A lot of people are trying to make a business out of it now. Very interesting. Are you into Disney collectible coins like the New Way series? Luke, I'm not your father, but I am a little bit just to flip them. I'm not a collector of the Disney stuff per se. I would just buy them to flip. I have flipped a few of those in the past. The original, so when Mickey, started first making its way, I started flipping those. Felt pretty good about it. But not a lover of holding on to them. They're not going to be in the deep stack. You can see the kind of stuff that I put into the deep stack right here. And if I'm not showing them enough, let me know. Look at that. So there's the Ashy bar, Johnson Matthey, Engelhard. Whew. Sweet. Sweet. Do you guys see that dragon bar? I know I have a dragon bar somewhere. There it is. There it is. These are cool. I sold you all a bunch of these a while back. I had a few of them. I was like, you know what? Let me share the love. Because I only need one for the deep stack, right? I don't need a million. More comments. Jennifer's at work now. I start at 3 a.m. It's great to catch alive. Well, hey, listen. It's great to be alive, Jennifer. I'll be honest with you. As crazy as this world is right now, it is great to be alive. But then you get off when you come on. Steven says, I bought 10 ounces of silver this month. Morgan Dollar, Silver Eagles, PCDS graded Panda. The only way I buy pandas, never buy raw pandas. Can't trust them, huh? Can't trust them. I'll tell you how many pandas I bought this last 3 years. 0. No pandas. I'm anti-panda. I'm the anti-panda. Scottsdale, man, makes such a beautiful bar. Love them. I love Scottsdale. Where we at? Silver Scrounger, what's up, everybody? Why is everyone up so early? Hey, listen, we're workers, Silver Scrounger. You know what I mean? We've got to work hard for the money, honey, because you better treat us right. I tell you what, right now, you better treat us right. We like to work. That's the stacker. That's the stacker. That's the collector. We like to work hard. We like to get our monies, and we like to go exchange it for real monies. That's us. You know what I mean? We're not living off the government. We're not, just trying to get a handout. We're workers, and this is what we do. We're the early birds, man. We're trying to catch that worm, so to speak. Let me get some more of this coffee in my body. I can feel it working its way. Right now, pretty much just kind of settled in like the lower half of my body, but the upper half needs more coffee, which the upper half mostly has some of my brain in it. You know what I mean? As a man, about 75% of my brain is actually in the upper half of my body. There's some brain that, occurs in other parts of a man's body, but the 75% needs that coffee right now. Let's see. More comments. It's been up and down. Yes, it has been up and down. Put some stuff in the chat, man. Let me know where you guys are checking in from, like which country, which state, whatever the case may be. Very excited to see that. I want to know that Florida's not alone, that there's other people out there that's awake when I'm awake, I tried it. Good morning. James Smith, glad to see Coin Guy going to the coin show. Yeah, he tries to make an appearance. Lately he's been doing like only short little stints at the coin shows and stuff, just because he's worried to death about COVID. He's got all the vaccines in the world as far as I know, and he just he's worried. He saw the Grim Reaper face to face at one point, and he's got a little shook from that now. And it is what it is. It is what it is. 1983, happy birthday to me and Merry Christmas to you, it looks like, huh? There it goes. Whoo-wee. It's kind of a nice bar, though. I forgot about that one. Again, just stuff I forgot about. I forgot about this thing, too. Have you guys seen these right here in the wild? Sons of Liberty Mint. It's just a weird shape. 2016. It's 1 ounce. It's just a weird piece. You don't see a shape like that. Look at another bar versus that thing. Just very different. Very different. Scott, what's up, Scott? How are you? Yeah, I'm anti-panda. I own less than 0 pandas. How can you possibly do that? My name is Nobody, says Morning Speg, and everyone love the Johnson Matthey bar. Just picked up a 10 ounce at local coin shop. Nice. Massachusetts checking in. Pennsylvania checking in. Atlanta, Georgia. How's Atlanta right now, man? I hadn't been to Atlanta since I was a kid, and I went, what's it been now? 4 years? 4 years. I tell you what, that thing has changed, man. it was kind of a junky city, to be honest with you. Maybe all cities are turning that way. I don't know. It's just, it was just, ugh. I found a 9mm casing just sitting right there on the ground. And I'm like, this is weird. This is weird. Trident stacking. Ohio. Jennifer is in Illinois. All right. Alan is Slovenia? Really? Okay. From another country, huh? I like that. Up in Ohio, finished shoveling before I popped in. Y'all from Ohio, did you see those old Civil War tokens I had that was from Ohio ones? Those are pretty cool. Those are very cool. If I was like living in Ohio or New Jersey or somewhere that had a lot of these tokens, I would definitely be a big buyer. I feel like it would be connecting with me somehow. I think, So yeah, Travisine, Ohio, Silver Scroungers in Texas, Arizona from My Name Is Nobody, getting ready to go to work. Alrighty. Charlie from Ohio. Man, y'all from Ohio need to get together and have a nice coin show or something. All I can do is listen. Unfortunately, I have to work. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. We all go through that once in a while, right? Upstate South, Kakalaki here, or Carolina. Heading to the local coin show in a couple hours. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Good for you. A Friday coin show. Fantastic. Mr. Awesome says, I'm from the best state, Virginia. Well, that's up for debate, Mr. Awesome, but I'm glad you think so, because, hey, you should love your own state. Why not, right? Eric says, Texas, and subscribed a few months ago. Eric, welcome. Pizza Box Bar. What's Pizza Box Bar? What does that mean, Magical? Help me out. Jordan's here. Nordic Metal says, what's up? He's got 2 pandas. Yuck, man. I'm sorry to hear that you got pandas. Ugh. Jordan, Indiana here, covered in snow and ice. Really? Indiana's covered in snow? We're supposed to have a cold front tonight again, but man, it's not. Ooh, look at this thing. It's supposed to not get that cold, unfortunately. There's the old Chief Powhatan from the Powhatan tribe. Look at him. My man. Look at that. Whew. Maybe he's upside down, huh? Looks like he could be upside down. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Somebody hung him upside down. All the stuff is falling straight down. Poor Chief Powhatan. Whew. That's a cool bar. The Silver Mint. 20 grams. I got another one somewhere. Where is that one at? You know what? That just reminds me. I have another that's not... It's shy of a full ounce. Well, here's one right here. What's this one? No, that's 1 ounce. Look at this one. How it has like that little indentation there. That's Sitting Bull. Yes, Sitting Bull. He's upside down too. Look, he's hanging. He's got his thing's just straight down. Gravity grabbed him. Poor Sitting Bull. Who else is talking to me? Let's see. Northern Coins is in the UK. Nordic is Tampa, God City. Slovenia. And let's see. Got Massachusetts. New sense with some old coins. Cops shot at a guy yesterday morning outside my house in Atlanta. See what I'm talking about? The city's gone to trash out there, man. Jeez. I mean, yeah. Oof. Silver Heights is in Texas. Bayou, Le Batre, Alabama. All right, so we got an Alabamian over here. Hey, is it true that Alabama has a ton of cockroaches? I was considering moving there a while back, and one of the reviews had said that Alabama, if you're kind of weird about cockroaches, be wary because it's loaded full of roaches. I never heard about that before. Everybody's like, oh, Florida's got so many bugs, but every time I've ever traveled to other states, everybody's got bugs. I remember I traveled to Ohio one time, and those guys and girls over there for my family were like, oh, Florida's got weird bugs and alligators and stuff. And I was in a park over in Ohio, and this thing comes and smacks me right in the face. This big flying bug, boom, right in my face. And I'm like, you guys got bugs too, man. I don't know what that thing was, giant locust or something, but that thing just smacked me right in the face. Crazy. Clearwater, Florida, Ohio. Where else are we checking in from? Northern California. Ooh, California, you're up early. Early. A big storm coming through, says Northern Coins. JK Pioneer, hi, man. How's it going? Haven't left work yet, and you're live already. Yeah, just for a few more minutes. We're just going to check in real quick. I got things I got to do. I got to go through my stash here. I got to look for a few things. Trying to make room for new things, you know. I say the deep stack is permanent, but sometimes permanent is not forever, right? Let's be honest. You know what I mean? You can wash permanent marker away eventually. Chuck says, I picked up 10 1-ounce silver Libertad for my friend that lives in Mexico. Agbu Han says, aloha from San Francisco Bay Area. Well, aloha to you. Newport News, Virginia. Ohio people could call their coin show Coinhoyo. Conhoyo? Conhoyo. Okay. I never seen that bar. Where did you get it? Which bar, Mr. Awesome? These ones, the Indian bars? Native American, excuse me. When I grew up, it was Indian, you know what I mean? But now it's Native American. Got to change it. Got to change it all the time. Got to keep you on your toes. John Jacobs is going to bed. Good night to you, John Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name, too. Washington State, Jeff Reynolds. Wow, Washington State. Government drone bug. How dare. Ohio is lizard free, though. We have lots of lizards, that's for sure. Lots of lizards. And this is what I like. We have so many lizards. It's like when you go outside, you see just like the ground move. It just scatters, you know? And it's just lizards. Just lizards just doing their thing. Just crawling around, trying to enjoy a little sun, you know? And then we go to our pet shops here, and they sell our lizards that we have an abundance of. And it's like, who is buying those lizards? They got to be selling because they're always there. And they can't charge too much. They charge like $8, $9, $10 for these lizards that you can literally find in your front yard. But who is buying the Florida lawn lizards that are at our pet shops? I don't understand. I don't understand. I've been catching those things since I was a kid, just for funsies. And they sell them. I'm in the wrong business. I should have been catching lawn lizards. And we got drop iguanas. Have you heard of these things, this phenomenon? When it gets really cold, the iguanas fall out of the trees and they get stunned. They just like freeze. And then as soon as it warms up, they kind of like, I guess, crack the ice out of their bodies and start going about their business again. That's a true story. True story. I was driving home one day down a path that I go down all the time. And I see traffic kind of like hitting their brakes a little bit. So I'm like, oh, I'm behind these guys. Got to hit my brakes a little bit. What's going on up there? And I see this wacky looking thing doing this little, like a run across the street. And it's like kind of like running on his back legs only, right? He's got like, it's kind of like his little front feet are like kind of dangling and his back feet are just kind of like running, doing this little, I don't know. And it's long. I was like, what the heck is that thing? Like, it's so weird. It's a stinking iguana running across the road. Like an iguana. It's big, too. That thing might have been, I don't know, 5 foot long. It's huge. Whew. Ray Rockwood says, please answer why inflation is affecting everything except precious metals. Hold on. Wait a minute. Precious metals has been going up, hasn't it? The prices have been going up, Ray Rockwood. Maybe it's affecting everything, huh? Maybe. Let's see. And hey, listen. As stackers, let's hope that we can keep our prices down as long as we can. You know, this is the best kept secret right now. Let's keep it a secret. Let's not tell anybody about it. Let's keep precious metals a secret, right? Just keep it between us. Let's not talk about it. Travis C says I was probably a cicada. At least we don't have dinosaurs that eat your dog. True. You've seen those videos. Dogs out there just by a little lake, just chilling. You know, dogs like, hey, early in the morning, I'll stretch out a little bit. Just take a little wee-wee right here by the edge of the lake. No big deal. Boom. Alligator lunch or breakfast, probably. Yeah. You see the one guy on the news, huh? Because us Floridians, I tell you what, we do not play games with them alligators. We don't mess around. The thing went and grabbed that dude's dog. My man said, nope, not today. I just got that little puppy. Ran in, extracted the puppy from the alligator's clutches. Huh? That's crazy talk. That's what we do here. We don't mess around. We don't mess around. Oh, Miles Higher says, Denver, work graveyard, ready for bed. Oh, my man. Yep, see? Oh, living that life, man. You gotta take a nap right now, and in about an hour and a half, you're going to hear the wonderful sound of lawnmowers and people cutting down trees. Yes, sir. That's the way it works. Silver Heist is here. Welcome. And he says, about a half a year ago, I heard gunshots at 5 a.m. It was a cop shooting a deer who got hit by a car in front of my house. 2 hours later, a guy drives by an SUV and picked it up. You don't want to waste it, you know? I think I would be that guy if I see that deer. I mean, the poor thing died, you know what I mean? Somebody hit it. It's very sad, you know. You got to say a few words, of course, you know what I mean? Send that deer on its way. But, I mean, let's eat it. You know what I mean? Like, deer tastes really, really yummy, you know? So, don't want to waste the deer. This is an interesting little thing. I don't remember this being so toned. The plastic might be toning this thing to death. I really don't remember that color on this at all. And I don't really remember the bar at all, to be honest with you. But I definitely don't remember me putting something with that coloration into the deep stack. This plastic right here might have some sulfur or something leaching out onto it. That's interesting. This one didn't have anything. No, that one's just a pure, still good looking. Huh. Very, very fascinating. Very fascinating. Oh, we got a few more things. Let's see. I'm already going longer than I thought I was going to go on this live. It was just going to be a real fun good morning thing, but y'all got some comments and some well wishes. I want to keep going here. Northern Coins, did you see that 5-ounce rhodium maple coin? Not sure how much, though. I did not see that. I seen that rhodium went up about $1,000 yesterday. I didn't notice that. And copper was trailing at up 1 cent. Copper's trying. It's doing its best. Agbu Han says, nothing is permanent except change. Yes. The Powhatan Bar, that's our people, says Mr. Awesome. Where did I get that? I don't know. I tend to get this kind of stuff, and then I make a video explaining it, and then I completely forget. So one day I'll have, 600-700 videos to go through and try to remind myself about where I got all this stuff. But I cannot recall. I'm sure it was just through a pile of bars that I was able to look through and pick through. And so I would like to say it was a local coin shop. Most likely. And I just, did a little pick and choosing and got that thing out of there. I've never seen one like it again. Any one of these right here, I've never seen one of those again. Pretty cool. Or this one, the Sons of Liberty. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. There's so many different things out there. It's so fun to be in this hobby and collect things that you see it once and then that's it. That is Pocahontas' father. Well, there you go. That's cool. Now we just need a John Smith bar and a Pocahontas bar. And anybody else that was in that Disney cartoon. Let's see. Speg, how far are you from Melbourne? Melbourne, Australia or Melbourne, Florida? Because I don't know. I gotta figure out where Melbourne, Florida is. I'd like to say that Melbourne, is that on the East Coast? I'm on the West Coast of Florida. Let's just say that. Maybe if you know exactly where Melbourne is. I'm on the West Coast, about as far west on the coast as you can get, man. I come from the water, I come from the water, yeah. Let's see. Silver Shield, support this man. M4A2, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Nordic Metals, what do you think about platinum and Russia having the biggest platinum mines? They got a lot of palladium too, Nordic Metals. I mean, I think they're the biggest palladium producers in the world. So if you do see war over there, I think you're, of course, going to see a stall in the shipping process of those metals. And, of course, we have the need for platinum, palladium, and stuff, and your catalytic converters. But supply chain on vehicles have already been slow anyways. Maybe we're going to see our vehicles increase in price again. Who knows? Only time will tell. I think it's very interesting that the United States says that we're on the verge of war, seeing that Russia and Ukraine want to go at it. And then I think it's also interesting that Putin comes out and says, we're not trying to go to war with Ukraine. It's kind of weird that the United States keeps on talking about it like they're trying to push us into war. So, I don't know. I feel like our government, United States government, has been lying to us here and there the last few years via help with the local news stations. And I don't know what to believe anymore. You know, I never thought I would say that I kind of believe Russia, but I don't necessarily believe our government right now. So I don't know if anybody is capable of telling the truth in this world. I don't know what's going on. I guess we're just going to play it by ear. You know that no matter what, if we do go to war, and you know it's going to be propaganda one way or another telling us, oh, this is what happened. We have to go to war with Russia because they're hurting our allies or they're doing this or that, when the truth is probably somewhere in the middle of everything. We'll probably never know exactly what's going on. You know, we're the little people, I think. And so the best thing we can do is just keep stacking, keep just watching, but kind of looking at things critically, you know? Looking at things kind of critically. If I learned one thing from college, and I probably only learned one thing, to be honest with you, it's just to take information in and look at it critically. You know, do your own research and look at things. When I see a news story, I don't go, wow, that's all I'm going to look into. I'm going to see that news story, I'm going to see that headline, and I'm done, and I'm going to go tell everybody what I found. Nope. I'm going to look at the news story. I'm going to think about it for a second, maybe look at the article, see the information, and go pick out things that kind of look a little weird and do further research, you know? Because a lot of this stuff right now is getting, it's turning, it's moving, it's trying to convince us of things right now on both sides, on left and right. It's just not one side that's guilty of trying to manipulate us and convince us of things. It's both sides. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'd rather not talk about it too much right now because I really wanted to focus on this stuff and you guys are totally distracting me. But just that's one thing I got from college is to look at things critically. Might not have learned a whole bunch except for that. My leg. Ouch. Okay, so are you all still picking up metals? Did you guys get anything yesterday or the day before? Yesterday was kind of weird because prices are going up. So were you like, oh, fear of missing out, I got to go buy right now? Or are you kind of like holding? James says, hello, y'all. What time is it where y'all are at? 5 a.m. here. It's 7 a.m. here in Florida on the East Coast. Overdose. Dr. Vaughn picked up the 150-gram proof panda yesterday. Sexy AF, he says. Please or give me. I think he meant please forgive me. It's okay, man. You just do you. If you like pandas, man, you like pandas. I told you, I'm anti-panda. I can't do it. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Melbourne is the space area on the East Coast. Yep. Bam, I knew it. I just felt like he was on the East Coast. I'm pretty far from the East Coast. That's a drive. That's a plan your day out because it's going to be an all-day event going there and coming back. So I'm not really taking lots of trips to the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast overdose, to be honest with you. And I like to stay on the West Coast overdose. I don't like to go to the South Coast. I don't like to go to the North Coast, which doesn't really have a coast because then you start going to other states. But you know what I mean? Hey, Johnny B says, hi, all listening from work. That's what I'm talking about, man. Make your day at work go by quicker by listening to Spegtacular talk about silver and take pauses. Too many pauses because he's looking at other things. Ooh, I forgot about those. I have a whole roll of these little 10th ounce. I love these things. I got those for dirt cheap. I love that little shotgun roll right there. Whoo-wee. Feels nice, too. These little 10th ounce, man, they go for a hefty premium. I'm seeing these things sell for like $6 to $8 each. And so you're talking like you're paying $60 to $80 per ounce when you're buying them like that. It's just better just to buy junk silver, ladies and gentlemen. Way, way better. But I got those without that hefty premium. Luckily, this is like one of my favorite bars. You've all seen this one before. I love these things. Whenever I see these right here, and they usually don't have much of a premium on them, I try to grab them. They are super, super nice. I love it. 10 troy ounces. 999 fine silver. Bada blam. All right, I need more comments. We need more comments. Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing today? Good. Coins making sense. Thank you for asking. Good morning. Good morning. Ukraine is a distraction. Russia was meant to invade 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's funny. I have somebody in my family that works very, can we just say very high up, that has been a member, not a member, but worked in the Pentagon, has a high level, like, government clearance. I think now works privately. Hopefully I don't get them in trouble, right? Stopped working for our government now as like a private contractor, but still like, apparently like some kind of super dude, right? I don't know. But they had mentioned one time that often when you hear stories in the news about what's going on, it's a distraction from what's really going on. And this is like a high-level guy now saying this stuff. And I thought it was interesting. I thought it was very interesting. I think when they first told me about that, it was that the pipeline story. Remember when, was it Russia was hacking the oil lines or pipelines or whatever craziness was going on with that? That's when they first mentioned, when you hear a story, be critical because it's often a distraction from what's really going on. Very interesting. Very interesting. Whether it's true or not, who knows? We'll never know. We're just the peons. But again, us peons are just going to keep stacking. That's what we're going to do. HVAC says the head guy at CNN got caught with his pants down. Literally, he is stepping down. A lot of people at CNN getting caught being dirty people, unfortunately. And not just CNN, it's all over the world, but CNN, of course, has been kind of the headline news lately for some of these dirty dogs. Sometimes, man, these guys are just disgusting people. It's like, I don't want to associate myself as a man sometimes. Maybe I want to identify as something else just because sometimes men just are dirty. It stinks. I don't understand how people can do such things. But that's humanity, I guess, man. That's humanity. Nice little Scottsdale Reserve piece right here, 2014. I think that they're making these, but I think they're still making them as 2020s or 2021s. I don't believe I've seen a 2022 Reserve. You need to see that closer? I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Yeah, so very cool. If you can see the little rays from Scottsdale, it says Reserve, Reserve, Reserve. And Scottsdale right there. It's just very cool. And then they go away. And then on the back, it's just like any counterfeit stuff. You can see the little Scottsdale logo here, 2014. Tell you what, Scottsdale Mint, they got it going on. They have got it going on. What's this piece right here? Oh, yeah, one of these right here. Little honest value never fails. Milk spots, little jacked up, little whatever kind of spots there are right there. But they're fun. This is a nice little saying on there. Nice little saying, taken right from the Constitution. No state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debt. Oops. Oops. We have already broken that. Oops. I got to scroll down a little bit in the chat, but I want to keep reading here. Agbu Hans says, sorry, Agbu, by the way. I just got to say your name like I say it because I love it. I love your name. So anyways, Agbu Hans says, I bought some silver and gold from Jay and Bullion and then got more gold from SD Bullion 2 nights ago. 3-ounce gold, 10-ounce face value Benjis, and halves their BU. Brilliant uncirculated Benjis, huh? Nice. Aussie Alchemist is here. Just finished work. All right. 7 days straight of work, huh? Woo! Putting it in. I like that. But you know what? Use that extra money. Buy some silver and gold. Why not? Melbourne, Florida is a city 72 miles southeast of Orlando. So it takes me about, let's say, well, shoot, these days it takes me 4 hours, but it should take me about 2.5 hours to get to Orlando from where I am. So another 70-something miles, add an hour and a half, but with traffic lately, I mean, seriously, traffic, add another 3 hours to it. So maybe a 5-hour drive, If traffic's not bad, maybe 4 hours. But traffic has been bad every single day. Little Wolverine. Little Wolverine. The greatest X-Man you've ever seen. He's a Wolverine. All right, next. More comments. Coin making sense. Too bad Liberty on that 10 ounce does not have the winged helmet to complete the Mercury die motif. Listen, man, don't be hating on my bar, okay? Okay? Don't be doing that. Drinking that haterade. Why did I keep this? Whoa, I just dropped it. I guess it wasn't important. We will not see that one because I just dropped it. We're going to see this one instead. The old Pegasus. That was the first time I've dropped a coin at least one day. It's taken a whole day to drop another coin. Lemonhead Penny, what's up, buddy? What's up? Steven says, the government's coming for your silver and your guns, beware. Oh, man. Huya says, distraction from old Hillary's Watergate. What is this one? Is this 2021 again? No, is that a 15? Hold on. This is a 19. All right, that's a 19. Please, whatever you do, don't tread on me. Okay? Do not tread on me. Old Boston Tea Party. I like my coffee black, and I like my tea in the harbor. You know what I'm saying? Charlie, yesterday I bought a nice Armenian Noah's Ark coin. I'm going to collect slowly. Worldwide mint coins. Perth's my favorite. Perth is nice. Bob's Pistols and Pay Dirt. Good morning. What is this one? This is a 2020. Where's all my earlier dates? I might have them in other tubes. All right. What is in here? I want you all to guess. Put your guesses in just for fun. What is in here? It looks like I'd say it's half full or maybe half empty depending on what kind of day you're having so far. But what do you think is in here? Because I totally forget, 100%. It was obviously something I wanted to keep. I wonder why it's half full or half empty. Today it's a half full kind of morning. But what do you think is in there? What do you think? Dave says, hey, pal, any coin guy coming up? There was a coin guy yesterday. You didn't see that video? Quick little shout out to the coin guy. Spec dropping precious metals again. Let me pick that up before it's too late, before I just forget it. There it is. Oh, my goodness. It was just a spotted up maple leaf. Look how nasty. That one needs to get melted. It's a 2011. All spotted. Hasn't got the mint shield technology yet. Let's see. Do you have a COVID round? Yes, I got a few of those HVAC. Those are in a different section, though. All right, people think, Lemonhead says 64 halves. I don't think I wouldn't put junk silver in this box. So I wouldn't think this is junk silver or even like nice condition, uncirculated coins. I shouldn't be. Not in this box. This is a different box from my constitutional box. Halves, peace dollars. I don't think so. I wouldn't put peace dollars or Morgans, I don't think, in this box either. Aussie Alchemist, but did get 2019 Eagles, one Indian round, and another private mint round last week on pullback. Nice, on the pullback. That's always good. 2 ounce stackers. That's strong. Could very well be 2 ounce stackers, Silver Driller. That's a very strong guess. And I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I could see me putting those in there. Morgans, don't think so. Joe McDonald, don't think so. But hi, how's it going? 550 in halves. Wouldn't be halves. I'm pretty confident. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident it wouldn't be halves. Please hit the like button, says HVAC. HVAC, thank you, man. Appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. You got that 6 months, HVAC, and you're always here hanging out. You should really be a moderator for me. If that's something you're interested in, I don't want to stress you out, but let me know. I could probably go ahead and mod you up. Because you're always here, hanging out, commenting once in a while when you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Silver Moose with the $20, man. Thank you, Silver Moose. Always good for a nice 20 spot. My man, Silver Moose, thank you so much, man. I greatly appreciate that. Never, ever required. The donations, never required. The membership thing, never required. Just, I appreciate it, is what it is. You know what I mean? I greatly appreciate it, and I really do. I'm not going to be ever. And this is me talking just for a second. We're going to take a break from trying to figure out what this is, but just for a second, I'm seeing a lot of streams doing this thing, and it's just disgusting to me. Absolutely disgusting. Big names, little names, all the names, doing this thing where they're like, oh, we're going to do a giveaway after you go ahead and donate another $20 or another $100. We're going to do a giveaway. Listen, man, a giveaway does not mean that you have to pay up for something. A giveaway is free. Stop getting people to pay you to give something away. That's disgusting to me. Especially some of these people, too. Some of these bigger names that are making a lot of money on YouTube, enough money to justify giving back to the community once in a while. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible to me. Oh, you get another $200, and we're going to do a fancy giveaway of something that only cost me $30. Get out of here. That drives me crazy. Silver Moose, thank you again. I greatly appreciate that, man. Greatly appreciate it. Silver is in the tube. Silver Moose wins. Watching me from Italy, Juan. Thank you, man. All right. Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever had somebody from Italy watching me before. Whereabouts in Italy? I tell you what, man, I'd love to go to an old country like that, you know what I mean? Like Italy, France, and just to see things, you know? See those things that you see in pictures that I just want to see them in person. And of course, you know, you go to Italy, you got to play the part, you know? Make you an offer you can't refuse, you know what I mean? You know, you definitely your father's son, you know what I mean? You come down to me, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful country, you know what I mean? I get you a wife, I set you up, you know what I mean? You be a made man, you know? I can't do it. I don't sound the part. I tried, though. More coffee is what I need. Mike Starr, should one collect a bunch of common date slab Morgans or buy a few rare slab pieces? Well, Mike Starr, that's depending on how you want to go there. Do you want to go just wait and try to get the common stuff? Which is expensive now, let's be honest. Common date Morgans and junky condition Morgans, cull Morgans even, are very expensive right now. And of course, slab stuff, GSA holders, just about any Morgan out there has been going up in price. It's really what you like. Do you want to see that nice cartwheel when you look at the Morgan, or do you just want to see a Morgan and hold for weight but end up paying a high premium on that weight because it's a classic coin? Man, I got both, man. So I went the route of middle of the road, Mike Starr, when I did my collecting of Morgans. So, but again, when I did Morgans for, like, now I'm still buying them, don't get me wrong, but I'm not buying as heavy as I was. When I was getting Morgans, I was getting them from $15 to $20 usually for, like, even sometimes XFAU Morgans. It's buy what you like, man. Do you want that sparkly, or do you want that just regular, and try to get more of them? We got to figure out what this is. Okay, it's driving me crazy. All right, here we go. HVAC later, man. Here we go. Silver Moose, you'd be crazy out there, man. You'd be crazy in the crazy world. And then if you're crazy, people are going to look at you like you're nuts. And then you go like, yeah, you don't want this. That's what you got to do. This is a crazy world, so you got to be crazy in the crazy world. And then people are going to look at you going, whew, that guy's crazy. And they're going to go the other way. That's what you got to do. So enjoy your day at work. Silver Moose, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Be crazy in the crazy world. All right, here we go. What is it? The cap is off. Does that help you right there? That little glimpse. Let's see who really knows their silver. That little glimpse right there. Who can guess what that is just by that glimpse? Right here. Just that little piece. Come on. You got to be crazy. Be crazier than the next guy, and people will leave you alone. Next time you're out in public, just start going, just do one of those. And then people are going to be like, oh, geez, let's go that route. Let's go over there. Let's eat at that restaurant. You're going to find the seats open up around you. You know what I mean? The line gets shorter. Everything. Let's see. Britannia, silver buff rounds. I know what it is now. By that little piece right there, just that, I know what it is. Do you need to see it better? Here we go. I know what it is. I remember now. I haven't seen it yet. Silver shot, Benjamin. No idea. Eagles. Prospector, says Matt Thompson. I like that. You want to see a little bit more? Hold on. Let's go a little bit more. Let's go. Boom. Does that help you? Does that? Oh, I see a shovel, right? Do you see the shovel right there? Libertads. Gorillas. I don't think it's gorillas. James Smith. Speg finally able to get some more war tokens. You like those war tokens, huh? I'm not a fan. I just went through a collection that had a few. Robin Hood, Sheriff. Prospector. All right. Boom. Prospector wins it. Congratulations to the people who said Prospector. Lemonhead Penny, Matt Thompson said Prospector. Yeah, man. These are cool. What's a little like unfinished tube? I think I ended up selling some of those just for funsies. That's why that tube is only partial. So that was kind of fun. It took too long though for me to find out what that actually was. Craig says, I start coughing. I want people to stay away from me. That's a good idea too. Just start coughing and sneezing everywhere. This says 20 on it. I'm going to assume this is a full tube of 20 Eagles. Let's see. I actually kind of could use it. Do I have a razor blade around here? Yes, let me actually use the razor blade. It gets into that little cap better. Just start coughing. Oh, I love it. I'm unvaccinated. People, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I got to get away from this guy. He's unvaccinated. There you go. A little tube of 20 Eagles. Okay. So is that what all of these are? No, this one can't be. It's only got a few in there. It's only up to about there. So we'll have to open that one. There's another tuber. Let's open that real quick. Yep, another 20. Another stack of 20s. I was trying to buy that last year as much as I could when we thought it was the last year, and then they pulled the wool over our eyes, didn't they? The sons of guns. Oh, these are 2020 maples. Beautiful maples. I like those. Cool. Going through it. Randy Page, you had tons at one time when you bought 100-ounce rounds. I still have a lot of those rounds. Some of those rounds that were kind of plain Jane, Randy, I ended up melting because, I do the poured silver. Here's some of it right here. I do pour stuff and just, try to make my little creations and just have fun with it. Some of these right here, some of those 1-ounce rounds went into this. In fact, about approximately 8.7 of those 1-ounce rounds went into making this. But yeah, it's fun. Fun for me. Let's see. Hair of the dog in Cincinnati, says Robert Carr. What does that mean, hair of the dog? I don't know. Tonto blades. Yeah, this was given to me by a member too. Yeah. It says ninja. Makes me feel like a ninja on there. The old Tanto. Let's see. Lemonhead Penny. So at what price do you melt it all down? Spectacular. What do you mean? What are we saying here? Are you saying what would the price of silver have to go to for me to want to melt everything down? I'm confused. Aussie Alchemist Speg, how are the Privy Mark maples going? Still hot or not? I don't know. I had a couple. Not in here though. Not in this collection. I had a couple of the fancy maples. I'm trying to look and see if I had one here to show you. I don't. I'm not going to be able to get up right now because I got all this silver in my lap. But I did have a couple of these fancy maples that I had looked up at one point, and I haven't done it in a long time, looked them up, but they were worth quite a pretty penny. And to me, they were just maples with a little privy on there, but on eBay, they were selling for quite a bit. I'm not sure what they're doing now. I haven't just been keeping up on those, but I bet you eBay knows. Shoo, I'd be a nervous wreck trying something like that. What, melting stuff, Randy? It's honestly melting. I think the very first time I was a little nervous melting silver, but not because I was like, oh, I'm going to waste my money if I screw something up. I was more nervous about hurting myself or burning the house down. And it took me a few hours to realize that when you're melting silver, everything is hot. A few burns later, when I'm building, when I'm crafting the silver into something. You know, a few smashed fingers later, you realize everything is hot and everything's going to hurt you. You got to be careful. Got to be real careful. So that was a big concern. I thought about melting some gold and doing some little, stamping some gold out. But that has me a little nervous. And not because I'm afraid that the gold's just going to disappear, but you pour it out and you do something wrong, something cracks, and now gold is starting to leak out and stuff. Gold's super expensive. So the price of gold has me a little hesitant on doing things. Also, unfortunately, and this is the only unfortunate thing about my beautiful stamp, if you ever notice my logo on YouTube, it actually says 999 fine silver above the star right here. So if I stamp that on copper, if I stamp that on gold, of course I'm not stamping correctly. This is why I won't sell this bar right here. This bar is just for me. It's a beautiful copper bar. It's the toning on this thing is just spectacular. It's fancy. It's beautiful. I love it so much. But this is just a shelf piece. This is just something I hold. And I use my stamp on it. But it does say 999 fine silver. Obviously, it's actually 999 copper. And I'll never sell this. I end up melting this before anything else, just because it's not silver, and it does in small print say 999 fine silver. I wouldn't want to fool anybody, That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Stacking Kid, what's up, brother? How's it going? Good to see you. James Davis, does sterling silver shot have a premium above regular silver price? I have never, ever seen sterling silver shot, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I haven't done any research on that. Regular shot, depending on the time of day, almost it seems like, does contain some premiums once in a while. In smaller amounts. Usually in larger amounts, you can still get shot for a good price. I don't know why. I don't know why there's a premium there, to be honest with you. Shot's one of those things that has no markings on it. You really don't know what it is unless you come from a reputable place and they try to tell you, hey, this is 999 silver. But sometimes there actually is premiums on the stuff. I don't understand why. I mean, it's easy enough to make. It's, anybody with a bucket and some water and a torch can make silver shot if they have silver. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, let me stretch my legs. My little legs need stretching. Whew, okay. Let me add a penny back when silver was 16 and I still worked in a coin shop. The old timer used to say, if silver hits $20 an ounce, we're melting it all. I wonder why I'd melt it. I mean, maybe sell it all if they really wanted to sell it. I'm not sure why melting it. I don't know. Randy says, glad you didn't burn your house down. Yeah, man, me too. Me too. There's been some interesting times in the old shop when it comes to me pouring silver. I tell you what, some moments where I was like, ooh, that could have went differently. It's a very you got to really pay attention to what you're doing. I'll say that. Really got to pay attention to what you're doing. You don't want to Ron Popeil style set it and forget it. You want to really be on your P's and Q's. Everything's hot. Everything has, it's like playing with like lava, you know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy. But it's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing to experience melting stuff. Press 1. Press 1 if you have never melted silver, gold, or copper. Never. Press 1 if you've never done it. Ever. Press 2. Press 2 only if you've melted something. Yes, I want to see 2s on there. I would really recommend, and just for fun, just for the experience, if you are one of the people putting a 1 in the chat right now, and you have the means to do it. I mean, if you live in an apartment, I get it. You probably have nowhere to do it. But if you have a home, if you got like a little garage or an outdoor area, would probably be preferred, maybe on some concrete. Experiment with a little bit of silver, just to try the melted stuff and to see how it reacts and how cool it is. It's a lot of fun. It's like a little science experiment. There's too many 1s in the chat. Oh man. This channel, the Spegtacular channel, typically the videos that I do with poured silver, hand poured silver, does not get a lot of love. Here's some of my poured silver right here in this little bucket. Hopefully you can see that. It doesn't get a lot of love, doesn't get a lot of appreciation. Nobody cares. A lot of silver is silver type of folks in here, and I understand your thoughts. There is, I tell you what, there's some art, there's some beauty to melting metal, to putting it into a liquid form, and then watching it solidify and turn into something. It is really, really fascinating. I tell you what, mesmerizing. It's cool. You know, taking copper and just pouring it into a big chunk of nastiness. You know, this right here actually was copper wiring, just junk copper wiring, scrap stuff that I just poured out into a bunch of sand and just made this nasty looking just nugget, and decided to take a hammer to it and start hammering away. It's very interesting. It's interesting to see the different types of metals, to see how silver reacts when you hit it with a hammer, to see how copper reacts when you hit it with a hammer. Copper is much, much stronger. It's much harder when you're hitting it. I'll tell you what, it's cool. Very, very cool. I mean, shoot, you want to have fun for $20? Go to Amazon. Go to Amazon and buy yourself some gallium and just play with that stuff. That's, you know, that's a metal that doesn't take a lot of, you don't want to need a blowtorch. You can just use a little heat and have a lot of fun with some gallium. That stuff's cool. Yeah, too many ones in the chat, man. I wish you guys would just experiment a little bit. Don't melt the place down. Do it in a safe spot. Do a little research prior. But it's fun. Let's see. Plenty of lead casting. Yeah, you know, lead casting would be kind of cool. Make yourself some fishing weights. Why not? I have propane and electric smelters. There you go. Mr. Awesome wants to. Jordan says, I enjoyed taking custom orders when I pour. Lemonhead Penny, it's very satisfying. Man's control over nature. Do I have to pour silver? You can pour whatever you want, man. Pour copper. If you have a scrap yard by your house, luckily I do have one, you know, right near me. Go in there, buy some copper wiring, and try that out. Now, there is a law that says the copper wiring needs to be 999 fine, right? But that doesn't mean that everybody's following that law, unfortunately. Sometimes you might get some scrap wire that's not following that, that's different. Usually a good scrap yard will identify the difference and, you know, sort accordingly. But that could happen. But it'd still be kind of cool to experiment with, because it's only $4 a pound, you know, ish, $4.50 a pound, I think it is right now. So you can have a lot of fun for a little money. Melt lead in the 70s for toys. Yikes. Playing with lead, huh? Jeez. Of course, you guys played with mercury in the 70s too. I'm living in a motorhome, no garage. Well, luckily with a motorhome, you have a nice outside area, don't you? There you go, James Davis. Reading more comments. Destroyer 85 Golf. Oh, I've melted stuff. Usually coil turns when trying to patch them. Copper melts quick. HVAC guy knows what I'm talking about. Silver scrounger, I want to, but I have too much other things happening and none of the equipment to melt and pour. Literally, like I said, go to the Home Depot, go to the Lowe's, get yourself a nice torch. You know what I mean? Boom, you're in business. You can melt. I mean, shoot, you can just get like a wooden log somewhere and put the silver, the gold, in a little crack or something like that on a log, and make pours like that, little wood pours. I mean, it's really, there's a science to it, but there's not a lot, you know what I mean? If a guy like me can figure it out, then I'm sure a smart person like you can definitely get it done. Randy Page says, I don't own enough silver to melt, and he got like 16 ounce or so total noob to silver. Well, you can start with as little as, whatever. I mean, 10th ounce, a couple little pieces of shot, 1 ounce. It's just fun. But be safe about it. Darn it. Be safe. Now we write, have you ever seen them pour aluminum in anthills? Yes, I have seen the anthills have the aluminum that goes through it. Quite fascinating. Termites too. And then they bring it out and you can see how just crazy those little working bugs just make those nests. Very fascinating. I would actually like to have something like that, like as art, you know, but of course it's just so huge. Yeah, those are cool to watch. Of course, you know, our thoughts and prayers go out to the ants and termites that had to sacrifice their lives in order to make that art, of course. Lemonhead Penny, I poured brass bars too. Freaking hard to stamp. Copper is very hard to stamp. Copper, because of how you know hard it is compared to silver. Like silver, when you chisel something in there, you know what I mean. You put little stamps on there. It bends to your will. And I'm sure when gold is much softer of a metal, when you're hammering that, I'm sure it's just, you know, it's like butter trying to get those little stamps in there. Silver's really nice to hammer in. I love hammering silver. Copper, though, dude, this stuff will bounce on you. Like you're trying to hammer something, and it bounces right back. I've had plenty of little pieces. Well, what is it? Can't think of the name right now. When you're little bits that you're using to hammer these in there with stamps. Jeez, I couldn't think of it. The stamps. If you're not gripping that thing pretty good, I tell you what, like a man, you got to grip it like a man now. They'll bounce all over the place. I've had them just shoot all over the garage because you know you just start weak-handing it, and bad things can happen. Bad things can happen. Oh, Common Sense, good morning. This has gone way longer than I wanted it to, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm happy to have you all here for sure. I'm about to leave you here very shortly. Man, I need to get my February gold. Ooh, I have my February gold. In fact, that video should be out right now. My February gold. So if you haven't seen that new video that I just put out about the gold challenge here in February, it should be live right now on my channel. I would really like you to see it. See that I'm still in the challenge. So far, I've got the January, I've got the February locked in. Looking forward to the rest of the year. I tell you what, it's going to be interesting too. If the prices keep going up, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Anyways, I'm guilty of Mercury too, says Robert Carr. Yeah, man. Yeah, we played with Mercury and stuff, right? In the 70s, no big deal. You know, could have killed us. But now we got to worry about the new thing. The COVID. Mercury didn't kill us, but now COVID's here. Foreskin says he listened to Freddie Mercury. Ooh, gotta be careful. Yikes. Listen to Freddie Mercury growing up. Yikes. Oh man, what a cool singer, huh? Well, he was a little wacky, to be honest with you, but he had a voice on him, I'll tell you what. He had one heck of a voice. Anybody got anything else before I go? Vertical Stacker, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. Greatly appreciate it. Always a good time, right? Right? No, not really. But that brass polish looks like gold. Very pretty. I actually like polishing copper. I like polishing silver. I love how silver will turn into a mirror. I mean, it's just, so beautiful. I love it. I like how YouTube wants me to authorize when somebody says the word COVID in my chat. Like we're not adults enough to deal with that. Like we haven't been dealing with it for years. I have to approve you to be able to say COVID now. So ridiculous, man. This world has gotten ridiculous. Like I said before, it's a crazy world. If you want to have smooth sailing in this world, you got to act crazier than this world is right now. Act just absolutely crazy. Go somewhere. Don't shower. Don't shower for like a week or two. When you start going into these places that have these long lines, people are going to move. They're going to be like, you go first. Get out. Go ahead. Go in front of me. Because you smell so bad. Your armpits are just reeking. That's the way to go about it. That is the way to go about it, man. Just be crazy. Be weird. Go into places just stinking and just blah, 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 you know. And then people are going to be like, whoa, get this guy through the line. Quick. In fact, here, have my burger. You take my burger because I want you out of here. You know, you probably get some free stuff too. You know what I'm saying? M4A2, when are your 2022 bars coming out? I have 2022 bars right here. You want to see a couple before I go? I have them right chaw. Right chaw. What's this one? I'm just going to look at a few. I've been stamping everything with a little 2022 right here. This is 1.5 ounces. Got my nice little logo on there, making me feel special about myself. You know what I mean? Just doing what I can. Feel like a special boy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just, what do we got here? We got a little dome piece right here. Sometimes these are dark tone, kind of the lighting won't help us out too much. It's a little 1.5. Has the 22 on there. Every single one I do now is going to have either a 22 or a 2022. Because I kind of want to identify them by year. Little dome piece. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. What else is next? What else? Oh, I got this one. If you're wondering when I'm going to sell them, these are not for sale. I have some plans for these in the coming days. But I will make some available soon, I'm sure. And I'll probably just put a video and first come, first serve. Now, some of my channel members had access to the 2022 pours before anybody else. I made a video allowing them to buy some. And the way YouTube has the membership thing set up, unfortunately, it's kind of rough to see those videos, even for a member. They don't make it easy for members to navigate members-only videos. So only a handful of people got those. They're very, very rare and limited right now as far as out in the wild, the 2022 pours. But they'll be coming. They'll be coming. I'll make something available for everybody, whether you're a member or not, so that you can grab one if you would like one. And it's just for fun. It's poured silver. You know, it's art, I think. Some people don't agree, but some people like them. Some people do like them. Censorship at its finest. I know. James is already ready for the March gold. All right, man. Awesome. I'm worried. I'm a little worried. Am I going to be able to still afford gold in March? I don't know. The way things have gone, you never know. Kevin, good morning, Speg. Good morning, Kevin. Welcome. We're about to get going, Kevin. About to get going. Joe McDonald, you get the same look buying chicken poop for fertilizer. Tell you what, though, chicken poop works. Chicken poop is a great fertilizer. You want your plants to grow? Get some chicken poop on them. Concaved is sweet. Lemonhead Penny, you're sweet. How about that? James Smith says, we used to polish silver with mercury. How did that work? Huh. What does that do for your silver? That's interesting. Well, I know my brothers, they used to actually take like thermometers and just, little and play little temperature gauges and stuff, boop, and just play with mercury and just have fun right there in their hands. No gloves, just mercury, cool, shoop, shoop, boop. Gallium is like mercury, doesn't really solidify the same as mercury. Under different conditions, it will still solidify, of course, but I think mercury has to be quite cold before it was to solidify, whereas gallium, about room temperature, it'll start solidifying. I wish I would have brought it out that I was talking about it. We could have done it right here and started playing with gallium, but Amazon, $20 or so, get you a little gallium, play with it, and it's, non-toxic. You can have fun. Have a lot of fun. Now we ride 43K giveaway, great prizes. Probably next time I do a live, I will do a giveaway. And again, my lives are not going to be where you have to go, about to do a giveaway as long as people donate another $50, another $100. No. Me giving away is my appreciation to you all for just being you. And that's when I do a giveaway, just out of appreciation. It's not you owe me before I give you something. I think that's totally wrong. In fact, it is 100% wrong. It's actually against YouTube guidelines. You've heard that, from me only. You know what I mean? Keep it under wraps a little bit. Don't tell everybody. But you're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be making stipulations on giveaways. But people are doing it. A lot of things right now I think are abusing the community. But what do I know? C-Rod. Wow, C-Rod. Jeez, where have you been? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see Rod. You know what I'm saying? That can sound weird, though, depending on how you say it. C-Rod. Gotta be careful how you say that. Some really cool things, speaking of C-Rod and Rod, very cool things going out in the news lately about the whole Biden administration and all that they're doing and who they're hiring lately to do different things. I've seen some really, really fun things in the news. Had me chuckling yesterday. Just shaking my head going, wow, this is what we're doing now. Okay. C-Rod says, don't ask. Don't ask. I understand. Before I go, anybody else Speak now or forever hold your peace. Please, if you got time, go watch my February Gold Challenge video, the thing that I picked up. I don't want to spoil it right here. Oh, VDB guy made it. Oh, VDB, glad you made it, man. You never make them, but I'm glad that you're here. Happy to see you, of course. You never make them, do you? You never get to these lives. I really do. My lives are just like, hey, I'm feeling it right now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to do more this year, more lives, and try to vary the times a little bit. Sometimes at night, sometimes in the day, just to vary it a little bit. Give everybody a chance to kind of represent and check in. Right at the end. Yeah, you came in right at the end. It is what it is. It is what it is. Because if it wasn't what it is, it wouldn't be that. So it'd be different than what it is because it wouldn't be what it is. It'd just be what it's not. And that's the truth. Vertical Stacker, you see the Russian skater yesterday who got caught up in the doping scandal. No gold for her. Is there another one? Because I thought there was... Or was that maybe somebody else? I thought somebody had all kinds of crazy heart medication. Wasn't that a Russian girl that had a bunch of weird heart medication for whatever reason? Probably trying to settle down her heart from all the other stuff that she was taking to try to enhance herself performance-wise. Eli, what's up, man? Jordan, I was going to tell you when you were talking about gold, I got my January piece and February piece. My February piece is my birth year, 88. Oh, okay, cool. That's always a good thing, right? Some people don't know. Etiquette, it's pretty tacky to ask for money to use for a ga. Yeah. I think so. But people are buying into it, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Again, not supposed to be doing it. That goes against the YouTube guidelines, is to ask for something in order to give something away, you know. But it's the way it's working these days. I don't watch the Olympics. Sometimes I'll see the stuff in the news, what's going on, like briefly, but I'm not really into it. Curling is about the only Olympic sport that I'd be into watching these days. Curling is so absolutely ridiculous that it's entertaining to me. Olympic curling. It's like the only Olympic sport that I think I might have a shot participating in. I might not be good, but I could participate. Olympic curling. Sydney Patton, time to go get coins to hunt. There you go. Good luck. Good luck on getting the coins. What's your interpretation of the law on melting copper pennies? My interpretation of the law for that. My interpretation for the law of melting copper pennies is that you're not supposed to be doing it. I think that the law is pretty particular about copper cents and nickels. They don't want you taking certain amounts out of the country, blah, blah, blah. But as far as I've ever read and seen, you can melt and play around with just about everything else aside from cents and nickels. So I don't think you're supposed to be melting them. But I think that when I was growing up, I was always told, like, you're not supposed to deface our currency. But I think that there's some ways to get around, like, certain things. Like, you can't melt them, you can't take them out of the country, but you can smash them. You can do, there's penny smashers, you can do that on them. And I think it's a way to get around the law somehow. Because penny smashing, I mean, it's okay. You're allowed to do it. So I think certain things get around it, but I don't think you're supposed to melt them, as far as I've ever read. VDB's guy says you can melt them if you do not sell it. So there you go. That's his interpretation there. So I'm not in the business of melting cents because the purity is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 999, and I wouldn't get that with cents. And that's just me. Now, I would sell cents outright. In fact, I have plenty of copper cents that I'm just holding on to. I would sell them for more than a cent. And that's kind of like why I'm saving them, because maybe one day somebody's actually going to buy them from me. I don't know why I'm saving them, actually. It takes up a lot of room. But I do it because I'm nerdy about it, and that's the way a cookie crumbles. J.K. Pioneer used to put pennies on railroad tracks. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? That's the old penny smasher. The old way of doing it. That's the original, the OG. By the way, if you ever want a penny smasher machine, they're about, what did I check in? I think they were around $5,000 last time I looked for a penny smashing machine. So if you ever want to buy one, if you're in the market for one, one off, participating in the gold challenge so far, so good. Awesome. Hey, that's what we should do. Before I leave, press 1 if you're participating in my gold challenge. I see a lot of other channels trying to jump on the bandwagon now, saying, oh, you know, let's do a gold challenge. This is something that I started here, as far as I know, in 2021, where I encourage people to buy a 10th ounce of gold every month. Now, in 2022, due to popular demand, I've opened it up. 10th ounce or greater every single month. Every single month. So press 1 if you're participating. If you are just now learning about it, if you're, you know, behind the game a little bit, start it now. Start it now in February. If you have to wait from February, you got to wait for payday, whatever the case may be, I understand. Go to March. Start in March and then go to March of 2023. You know, just keep it going, full steam. No breaks. No breaks. A lot of ones, man. I'm happy to see that. I'm very, very happy to see that. I think that you all are probably, if you were in it last year, you're probably happy to see that it's been paying off. It's been paying off. Feels good. Feels good, doesn't it, to have a little accumulation of gold? I mean, we're all, you know, lovers of silver, of course, but it's nice to have that little pile of gold too. You know, pushing yourself sometimes, right? Sometimes it's difficult to get that gold. It's expensive. It's an expensive metal. You gotta wrap your head around. Sometimes you gotta justify it in your head getting gold. But I think it's smart. I think it's smart. You know, every single country that's anything in this entire world does stack gold. Every single one. So why can't we be copying on those countries a little bit, right? Trying to be successful like they are and stack a little bit of gold for ourselves too. Pixie says, only silver here. Pixie, try to grab a little gold. I'm telling you, just a little bit. I'm not saying go crazy on it. You know, that's why they make 10th ounce golds. That's why they even make gram golds for people that they want to dabble, but they're a little worried. You know, maybe they can't afford a whole bunch. Get yourself a little gram. Get yourself a little 10th ounce, whatever the case may be. In fact, I don't have any gold on the table. If you give me 1 second, we're going to see some gold because I want you to have a little visual. So hold on a second. Don't leave. Don't leave now. Don't you leave. Oh, tell you what, it feels good to get up. Feels good. Feels so good. Let's get a little gold here. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. I got a few pieces right here. Just grabbed whatever was there, right on top. Here we go. What is this one? What is this? Ah, a little dos peso, huh? Love myself some Mexican gold. This is 90% gold. There we go. Okay. What else do I got? These are little guys, little grammars. What is this one? This is a little Argor Harris. I'm not going to say it right because, you know, I'm not from Switzerland, but this is just a little gram of gold. And a lot of power, a lot of value in just even a gram of gold. So those are those. That's that style. And then I have this style right here, which is, to me, a little cooler. Right here. Look at that. And this is cool. Looks like they just put a hologram sticker on there, but it's actually like micro etched into the gold to make that rainbow when light hits it and bends off of it like that. Very, very fascinating. Hypnotizing, if you will. You want to get hypnotized? Here, let's get hypnotized together. Here we go. Oh. Oh, mama, I'm in fear from the... All right, here we go. Woo! That was my attempt at doing a little singing. I'll never do that again, don't worry. Ever again. Anybody else falling asleep? We getting hypnotized yet? What if we look at it this way? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool stuff. All right, anyways. I got another one of those just for funsies. They are pretty. They are pretty. And what's this one right here? This is my last piece that I went ahead and brought out just to show some gold off. Little Korean Tiger 2019. A nice little assay card. Fun, fun, fun pieces. You know, just a little 10th ounce of gold, but you're talking, what's neat about gold is you have more value in this piece right here than you have in this entire stack right here of silver. And that's why gold is kind of neat, you know, just a little piece like this. You just carry it around. It has so much value in such a small space. Get yourself a little gold, just a little bit. Try it out. Don't be stingy. Don't be too crazy about gold now. Just, you know, get in there a little bit. In there a little bit. All right, a couple more comments and I'm leaving, darn it. I've said I was going to leave an hour ago, but this is going to be real now. This is the real deal, Holyfield. Common sense, my first full ounce gold purchase shipped yesterday. Went for the Buffalo over the Gold Eagle. Nice. Nice. You went for the 4.9's fine, right? Very cool. Get a little bit of both, you know, why not? Joe McDonald says aliens. You believe in aliens, Joe McDonald? Seems like they're out there, huh? Seems like they're out there. Tiger is sweet. Yeah, I like that one a lot. I wish I had gotten more of those at the time. I mean, when I got these, they were dirt cheap too. Cool. Cool stuff. Pixie says, always love silver and it will be in demand for the future. Well, so will gold, Pixie. Gold is not going to change. Not going to change. And again, every single country in the world that's even worth being called a country stacks gold. So don't be different than those countries. You know what I mean? Learn from them. Learn from them. Now we ride. Stupid question here. I never bought anything in the certified plastic cards. My question is, are the plastic cards standard size no matter what weight is in it? That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know that for a fact because there are... I'd like to say that these right here, these hologram ones, I'd like to say that there's 100-gram version of this. And I don't know that they have the same size assay card because a 100-grammer is going to be here. So is the assay card going to be very, just barely bigger? Is there going to be enough room? Well, maybe. I don't know. I cannot speak on that. Sometimes those pieces get big. Somebody else here might know way more than me, because I don't typically stack bars. When I get gold, I'd rather get a coin than a bar most of the time. I have a few. This is actually considered a metal here. This is not a coin, but I have a few that aren't coins. But I mostly, personally, like to get coins rather than bars when I get gold. Mrs. Coin Crew, good morning to you. Welcome, welcome. About to leave here pretty soon. I just can't get myself pried away from these wonderful people. I just can't do it. I don't know why. Russ Stafford, I got a 1/4 ounce gold for $400. That was the biggest gold purchase. Well, that's a pretty good price, huh? Geez, when did you do that? That's a great price. Jim says, love of gold is in our genetic makeup, I believe. I think so too, Jim. And it's actually, it's an outer worldly metal. I mean, it wasn't created here on Earth. It's very, very interesting. And it has this allure to it that I can't explain. Silver the same way. It draws me in naturally. And apparently I'm not the only one, right? I mean, we have wedding rings made out of gold, and we have necklaces made out of gold. We want gold jewelry. Jesus was given as a gift by the 3 wise men gold. It's just natural beauty that's been around for, thousands of years, and human beings just are attracted to this thing. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Let's see. Melting Down says different sizes now we ride, so he says different sizes on that. Addicted to minis and loving it. I'll trade the gold-silver ratio once it gets in the 30s. Till then, it's silver. How much is it for 1 gram gold bar or 1 gold 10th ounce? It kind of depends on where you're going, of course. You're looking for the 10th ounce around 220-ish right now. Hit or miss, up and down from that. A grammers, last time I checked, were 60, 70. Might be starting to approach the 80s now. Grammars kind of go for a little bit more usually. You kind of like lose a little bit more on the premiums as you start going down from an ounce, of course. That's the way fractional stuff works. But there is some benefit to fractionals for sure. Depending on where you sell, if you're not selling to the easiest possible place, just trying to flip it as quick as possible, you do a little research, you can usually get a lot of that premium back. Sometimes you can even go beyond the premium you paid for it. So, be careful where you sell. Be careful. Do a little shopping around. If it doesn't seem right, then go somewhere else. And maybe it'll convince those places that aren't buying the right way to buy better. Crispy Mofo says, good morning, Spectacular. Just made it in time. Yes, you did. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. I'm thinking about breakfast right now. I haven't eaten yet. I had the coffee. I was up here. I was up here at the top because of the coffee. But I'm coming down now because I don't have any food in my belly. So I need that food. Gotta mix, gotta gently mix with the coffee a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Pixie, Road to Ruta says the sun upchucked the largest amount of gold and it's just floating out there. Maybe. I like how we were talking, months ago about Elon Musk planning to go mine gold on an asteroid. Hey, man, have you actually checked that asteroid? Do you know that gold's there? Are you just assuming? I mean, I don't know. Do we just assume that gold's everywhere? I don't know. Is gold on the moon? If we dig far enough into the moon, we find gold? I don't know. Russ Stowler says, gold, not good, LOL. No, that's all about. Gold is great. Matt Thompson's been stacking. Matt Thompson's been stacking frankincense and myrrh. Nice, man. Good for you. I think myrrh's making a comeback, too, to be honest with you. I've seen a little myrrh out there in the wild lately. I think it is making a comeback, so good to get a head start on the myrrh. The frankincense, I don't know. It might be kind of played out, but the myrrh is definitely coming back. Jesse says, if Russia does invade, what do you think will happen to the metal short-term and long-term? So I think that short-term, if it does invade, we're going to see, because right now we're getting an uptick on prices based on just the rumor that something's going on. All you see in the news is, some troops have moved towards the border, the Ukraine-Russia border. There's some troops around there. Boom, we see an uptick, right? And whenever you hear about things settling down or, things maybe going away, now we see the stock market go up and metals coming down. So just these little whispers are causing increases. So if we see a full-blown, hey, wartime, boom, I think the short term you're going to see a pretty good spike in prices. And then long term, depending on how long the war goes, wars don't last overnight. It's usually a long term thing, right? I mean, years. You're talking large providers to the world on platinum is Russia. And then like the largest provider for the world, Russia provides us with palladium. So I think long term you're going to see some real issues with that, like very long term. Silver and gold might recover some, but I think long-term platinum and palladium will be very strong if war ends up breaking out between Russia and Ukraine. But who knows what's going to happen, Just keep on stacking little by little. Don't take that right there, that advice of, oh my gosh, I have to go out right now and get palladium and platinum as much as possible, because Spectacular said it might go up long term. Just keep doing what you're doing, little by little. Don't be stressed out. Don't sell one thing to buy something else just because of what's going on, man. Just something's always going to be going on in the world. Just keep on focused, stack little by little, stay consistent. And I think you're going to be as good off as you can possibly be. You know what I mean? Personally. Ever see the map coin 10th ounce gold queen on the back? Map coin. I'm not sure, Robert Carr. I'm not sure what that one is. James Haas says, what do you feel silver will do short term? Any reasons for your position? Short term, I do see silver kind kind of where it is now, where it's kind of like a back and forth thing. Sometimes we see up 50 cents, sometimes we see down 50 cents in a day. I think that short term, it's just going to stay kind of similar to that, just depending on what's going on in the world and what they can blame it on. I think that over a few years, maybe like 3 or 4 years, I can see silver going to about $34-ish per ounce is kind of like where I'm envisioning it. I would say, this is just a prediction now. This is just me having funsies, so don't take it for the gospel. But in my mind, in about 3 years, 2025 or so, I can imagine $34 silver. And that's a long term. But I think right now, it's still going to be an up and down play. One day, it's just going to be to that point where it's like, you're going to wake up and silver's going to be $28, again. And you're going to be like, oh, man, I remember just not too long ago, it was just 23. Shoot. I wish I had bought more at 23. That's all of us. That's all of us right now who was buying silver at, 15, 16. Some of us are here buying it at $8 an ounce, saying, man, I wish I had bought more then. But, I think it's going to play games with our hearts, silver is, for a little bit longer. You're going to see those small creeps up and downs. You're going to see sometimes that big 50 cents here and there. And one day it's just going to be where it is, and you're going to be like, shoot, I wish I had bought more. But, listen, that's just me as a guy, just throwing ideas out there. Literally nobody in the entire world, no human being living right now knows where silver or gold is going on a daily basis. It's all just based on some thought. Any of these talking heads you see that, oh, silver's going to the moon, going to $1,000 in a year, you better be ready. It's all just them having funsies, trying to play on your emotions. So don't go out there and stress yourself out by buying all you can buy. Just, buy a little here and there. Buy it regularly. Buy it as you can afford it. Don't stress your bank account. Don't be putting things on credit cards that you can't pay off. Little by little. I'm the guy that keeps you grounded, right? I try to tell you how it is, just, without going crazy. I'm not the to the moon guy. Like I always say, I'm not that guy. I'm not the, you're going to make $1 billion. Buy all you can, because it doesn't matter what you're paying for silver right now, because it's about to go to $1 million, about to go to $1,000, about to go to $100. I'm not that guy. I'm the more, chill. I'm relaxed. Buy a little as you can, just maybe a little bit out of every paycheck. Don't go crazy, just what you can afford. I think it's going to be something that continues to grow, and especially as our money continues to be worth less and less, it's just going to keep going. And that's the way I look at it. Mrs. Coin Crew says the moon is made of cheese. I totally agree with that. I totally agree. Munster cheese, to be exact. Pixie says, no, Speg, the moon is hollow. There are actually aliens in the moon, says Pixie. And the center of the earth also has aliens. And Mr. Bird flew to the center of the earth via the North and South Pole at one point and saw the aliens for himself, and that's why we think that. Sorry, I'm getting crazy now, because I'm not eating, because I don't have any food in my stomach, because y'all are keeping me, right? Coin Crew is buying more gold this year. Good, Coin Crew. And your husband stacks palladium and holds palladium, huh? To each their own. Make sense out of it however you can. Against the Army of Shadows says 0 degrees and snowing here. Ooh, I wish it was kind of colder where I am. I miss those little cold moments, not having to run the AC. Had to run that AC last night. A couple more and then I'm leaving, darn it. Matt Thompson, I bought silver for $4.41 an ounce in March of 91. Man, that's awesome, right? The stories you could tell, Matt Thompson. The stories you could tell. Wow. Wowzers. And you wish you could buy more. But of course, our money was different, even just in 91 to now, right? So you say, oh, I bought it for $4.41, but $4.41 was a different feeling for money then. I mean, in my short little, time of just experiencing life, I've seen money change so significantly. I use the story of how for $20, when I was on the dating scene, I could have a nice little time with my date, man. It was a little gas money and a chance to go out to a restaurant and just have a meal for two with $20. I felt like I had money with $20. Just a few years ago, it felt like. Now $20, I mean, you wipe your nose with it because it's not worth the same. It's crazy. You go to Starbucks, for example. You go to Starbucks and you're like, yeah, can I get 2 grande coffees? Not even grande sounds big, right? Let's for an American, a grande sounds like a giant coffee. But no, it's just like the second size up. No real big deal. And you're paying $11, $12 for 2 coffees. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm glad that my kids are not old enough to drink coffee yet, because they would cost me over $20 for 4 coffees. Whew, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Why am I still live, by the way? I should definitely stop being live. I should stop. I should stop right now and just end this thing. Pole shift coming, says Joe McDonald. Pole shift? What? We got the global warming? Is that what we're talking about? Russ Stallard says, I was a baseball football card collector, but my dad always did coins and got me into it eventually. Man, I have so many baseball cards, so many football cards, so many cards of all sorts that I just refuse to throw away. I can't do anything with them. Nobody wants to buy them. They're all from the 90s, few 80s, but nobody wants to touch those things. I just hold on to them, hoping that one day somebody offers me something for them. Just in my mind, it's just I don't want to let go of them. I feel like they're worth something, but they're really not. Silver Driller says melt pandas. Yeah, you got to melt every panda. If there's a panda in your collection, just melt it. Just melt the panda. I think that Ozzy Osbourne actually sang a song, and it was, you got to melt the panda. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it went, too. He says, Ozzy Osbourne said, you got to melt the panda. That's pretty sure. 92.5% sure that's what he said. You got to melt the panda. Let's do a live marathon. Let's not do that, Magical. I got a lot of things I got to do today. A lot of things. Ron Perez, steak and eggs with a side of gold. Ooh, steak and eggs sounds good today. Pixie says, does it take the Starbucks money and buy another silver coin? For real, it's getting to that point. It is getting to that point. Coin Crew, good morning. Good morning, Coin Crew. Hey, your wife was here. I was holding your wife hostage. Silver Searcher, I bought 1 ounce silver bar, $20. When was that a good investment? Oh, I'm sorry, was that a good investment? When did you buy that silver bar for $20? Because now you have to wonder if that was a fake, Silver Searcher. It sounds like it. If you bought it a couple of years ago, that was probably a good price. But if you bought that yesterday at $20 for 1 ounce, was that a real bar? Might be a fake bar. Brad says, I paid $2.39 for the 1/10 gold Britannia. It's a pretty coin, though, isn't it? They are a pretty coin. Matt Thompson says, hey, you sent one to me. The pandas? Yeah, you can have my pandas, man. In a giveaway scenario, Matt Thompson. In a giveaway. I'm like playing around with no nasty pandas. All right. With that being said, I got to eat. My tummy's rumbling. I'm hungry. I got all this coffee in me and no food. No food to back it up. No food. Oh, I need some food. But it was lovely having you hang around. I was just going through some stuff, trying to see what I can move from my deep stack, kind of move it out. Because every now and then the deep stack has to change, right? Deep stacks don't have to be permanent. Nothing's permanent, except for change. Well now. Go grab some bacon and eggs, Speg. I'm thinking, Jim, if I can be honest with you, I'm thinking like a breakfast burrito. I'm kind of feeling like breakfast burrito-y today a little bit. Or a corned beef hash, kind of feeling like the corned beef hash. This is what I like to do, okay, before I leave. I like to get a nice piece of maybe like sourdough bread, or maybe it could be wheat. Could be wheat bread. Maybe a little bit of butter on it, because you got to toast it first. So yeah, toasted bread, toast it. A little butter maybe, just a little bit. And then you take some corned beef hash, boom, right there on top of the bread. And then you want to get crazy, boom, take your sunny side up egg, boom, right there on top of that, right? Maybe go ahead and take your fork and smash the egg a little bit. Let that just that oozy just egg just run down all over the place, kind of sop up in the toast a little bit, kind of mesh right there with the corned beef hash a little bit. You want to get crazy? You want to get crazy with me? Maybe take some of your home fries, put it in there too. Why not? You know, who cares? Who cares? You got time, right? It's all going to the same place. It's all going into the same place. Take your fork. Go ahead. Because the toast is now, at this point, the toast has become a little soggy. You have that oil and grease from the corned beef hash kind of getting into that toast, kind of sogging it up a little bit. Plus you have the runny egg kind of also kind of moisturizing the toast. And so you can just kind of easily with the fork, just kind of chop it up. You go to take your first bite. Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So good. So good. Ah. All right, I got to go. Appreciate you all for watching. Move this stuff out of the way because we got to see the name. You got to see the name. Spegtacular. Appreciate you for just hanging out, waking up with me. You got to wake me up before you go. I tell you what, you don't want to leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. But appreciate you for watching, of course. See you next time. Go watch that video that I just put out. Again, 2022 Gold Challenge. It might be more than a 10th ounce this time. Okay, last year was all about the 10th ounce. This year might be different. Might be different for me. For you, I mean, if you want to go 10th ounce, you can go 10th ounce. You want to go quarter ounce, you want to go half ounce, stay in the Gold Challenge. Come on, we got this. But I might have went a little bit crazy this month in February. Go check out that video. Spegtacular, though, is out.